Yeah, yeah, it's okay. There is there is a bad delay, so there's no problem. Don't worry about that. Okay. How do you turn this thing off? Yeah, how do you turn this? How do you turn it on and off? 13 Punjab. Kashmir, look at that wonderful tartan they're wearing and the green trousers, a great rendition. So ladies and gentlemen, in a moment the two teams will take their place in front of us here today. This is an historic event, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd just like to thank on behalf of the visitors, the British Army Polo team, and on behalf of the Chair of Army Polo, Colonel Henry Llewellyn-Usher, our grateful thanks for all the arrangements that have been made here in Lahore, both in Napier Lines and also here on the polo ground. Thank you. It is fantastic to be back in this wonderful country. I first came here in 1997 with an army team, and all the flurryment, I should say, and issues around the world have prevented other teams coming here over the years. But I was speaking to a member of the Pakistan Army team earlier, past Commandant of the President's Bodyguard, Colonel Arab Nawaz Tawana, and he was talking about when they toured in UK in 2003. So we're back. And we hope that this relationship, furthered through polo, the sport of kings, born in the subcontinent here, will go from strength to strength. Now let me introduce the two teams we have in front of us here. We have playing at number 1, in the blue helmet with the white strap, Major Moss Hamilton of the Irish Guards. He is still the Army Polo Secretary. Past jobs were the King's Guard at the coronation and also the adjutant of the Irish Guards. Playing at number 2 today, a Nautical player, Captain the Honourable Freddie Benyon of the Coldstream Guards. He's the intelligence officer in the 1st Battalion Coldstream Guards in Windsor. Playing at number 3 I should say, a 2-goal player. He is a real star, not been in the army very long, Cornet Jamie Thomas of the Royal Horse Guards Dragoons, and he's been selected for duty with the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment in Knightsbridge, and is out here before he completes his course in Knightsbridge. Playing at number 4, another 2-goal player, Captain Paddy Self of the King's Royal Hussars, again a past adjutant of the King's Royal Hussars in Tidworth, and also an Army Polo Secretary. He is captain of the team today. And now our hosts, the Pakistan Army. And they're a tough team. In the green hat, 1 goal, is Major Asif Manzoor of the 30th Cavalry, based here in Lahore. And what a lovely man he is, most friendly and very over the last 2 days. Playing at number 2, in the black hat with the red stripe, 2-goaler, Major Mohammed Humer Ghazi, 34th Lancers, comes from Karia, and he is the adjutant of the Pakistan Military Academy in Abbottabad. Playing at number 3, an old friend of Army Polo, a past commandant of the President's Bodyguard, Lieutenant Colonel Arab Nawaz Tawana, Guides Cavalry, and playing off 1 goal today. And finally, at number 4, in the multicolored orange and light green helmet, 1-goaler, Lieutenant Colonel Sayan Abbasi of Army Aviation, and based here in Lahore. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2 umpires here today is in the white hat. We have Amir. He's from Iran. He's a plus 4-goal player. And the other umpire is Lal Adnanda, who's plus 4 from Argentina. So, ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set for fast polo, and it's going to be a great match. And I've got alongside me Talha, who is my assistant here today. Talha.
General Officer Commanding, 11 Division, Major General Muhammad Shuja Anwar, Hilal Imtiaz Military, to throw in the ball to start the match.
So the umpires are just adjusting the scoreboard because the British Army are a 4-goal team, the Pakistan Army are a 5-goal team, and therefore under the rules of polo, the British Army team in red will be receiving half a goal. That's the rules, so here we go. We have Moss Hamilton at 1 for the Army, Freddie Bennion at 2, Jamie Thomas in the blue helmet with the orange under is playing at 3. Let's see how they go. And on the grey pony, Paddy Self, and the first play here. But they're into it straight away. Lovely little shot by Rab Nawaz Tawana. And Moss Hamilton into the thing, and now they're going to let him go. Asif Manzoor. Manzoor's on the charge, a lovely shot on the offside, and now they're going to have to go some, not to get that goal back. Towards, oh, well done indeed. Well set, Freddie Bennion, and it's gone wide. My goodness me, he nearly came off there. But Freddie Bennion, used to playing at Guards Polo Club and also at home in Berkshire. He's a really handy player. He did a great job on Asif Mansour there. So now it's a knock-in, and it's Paddy Self to take it, and he's going to put it well wide. That's a great shot. And has he overcooked it? Yes, he has. That's always the danger when you take it wide. Lovely shot out of the back there, but it's going to be, for the new rule in polo, the ball will be thrown in, not thrown in anymore, but it'll be dropped on the ground. 5 yards in, the clock is still ticking, and here it is. Colonel Sayan Abbasi to take the knock in, and he drives a lovely ball straight up the centre of the park, and here comes whoa, and there's a flurryman and scurryman, and there's going to be danger here. Well done, Paddy Self gets the near side backhand in, but Sayan Abbasi is there. Now they're going to have to drive. The British Army on different ponies, and they're defending well so far, but they've just got to be careful. And well done, Paddy Self, but the ball looking dangerous now, creeping towards the goal, and it's going to be a goal to the Pakistan Army, and it is the stick of Rab Nawaz Tawana who scores the goal. It always looked that way, and in the first chukker, so the handicap difference overcomes straight away. 1 it is to Pakistan Army. Just a half a goal handicap advantage to the British Army. Good bit of work. So the British boys know what they're up against now, as Lula Danda throws the ball in. And notice, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you new to the game, and here comes Jamie Thomas on a bit of a run. Jamie Thomas, oh, and he just bounces over it. Paddy Self slices the ball slightly. On another day, that would have gone straight in, but it's going to be cleared away by the number 4 from Pakistan, Sayan Abbasi. Lovely bit of work. And that's all, and it just came off a pony, and they're going to have to keep tight. Here comes Freddie Bennion, gets the stick in, but the backhanded comes off a pony. Now there's a chance if they can get going and ride the line. So here it's taken on by Tawana, and he's handy. Backed up by the number 1, Asif Manzoor. Asif Manzoor on a flyer now, and that's a beautiful shot by him. Freddie Bennion having to do some steady work here. Asif Manzoor on the charge, puts it slightly wide on the offside. So it's going to be flat out here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be end-to-end stuff. They just need to get some of the shots in. Paddy Self bursts on the grey now, on the offside. That's a beautiful bit of work. But look who's coming across here, and there's the backhander. And was that a whistle? Yes, it was. So for those of you new to the game, ladies and gentlemen, it is the right of way that we're talking about. You can't see it side on, but the line of the ball is king. The ball is the right of way. If you're down that right of way, then if somebody gets across that line, then it's a foul. So the 2 umpires are very clear on this. So what are you saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a chance for the British Army to get back on terms. And Paddy Self stretches his arm now. Moss Hamilton on the left. Jamie Thomas in the middle wearing 3. And Freddie Bennion on the other grey in the middle. Done some good work today. So Paddy Self from the 40-yard line. And he gives that a real crowd, and it's a great goal by Paddy Self. He gets one back, so into the lead once again. Go the Army now by 1.5 to 1. That was a great penalty taken by Paddy Self. Absolutely wonderful. And great work, though. Great work. Back to the middle. They'll swap ends once again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. And in the ball goes, and taken out by Mossy Hamilton. He's having to fight hard here, and the number 2 there, Major Mohammed Humar Ghazi, gets taken it on the wrong side. You've got to be very careful, because if you put your pony in the right of way, as what happened there, the ball will come right forward to the 60-yard line. So it is another penalty, and the British boys are going to have to now wait and see. It'll be hit from the centre of the ground. So let's see how they go. It's going to be, let's have a look. Looks like Mohammed Humar Ghazi is going to be taking this one on the grey. 34 Lancers, I think they have another title as well, 34 Lancers Dragoons, and he is adjutant of the Pakistan Military Academy. So here he goes. And he's put that one wide, and he's just got that on the toe of his stick, which can happen. So here we go. Oh, and well done to Anna. That was a great bit of work by him as he gets the ball away. Now the British boys are going to have to try and clear it away as Sayan Abbasi turns round. Lovely bit of work by him. That was very skillfully done. But now there's a chance as Hamilton takes it on. Paddy Self says leave it. He's coming up on the near side. That's the left-hand side of the pony. And the ball, where is it? He ran over that. Here comes Freddie Bennion on the grey, which is sort of skipping sideways a little bit. And they're all flurrying back now to try and do the business on the far side of the ground. And now who's going to be the first one to break? And that's a great shot. That's a great shot by the back, but he's put it wide. The flagmen doing good work.
And now who's going to be the first one to
the Army boys, and he's taking it this way, and that's a great shot by him. And now coming across, that's a good bit of work though by Hamid Amar, and he backs it. And is it still in play? It is. That's a beautiful shot on the open side by him, so measured. So he takes it round, and it's Asif again, Asif Manzur, and somehow he just gets away, the one goaler. This could be danger here. Is it going to go all the way? It's going to go all the way, and he just taps it in. It is a goal. Well done, Asif Manzur. 1.5. So this game pretty even so far. Now, it's how they react. How long have we got? Where's the clock? Where's the clock, Talha? Where is it? I can't see a timer. We got 7 minutes with 30 to add on each period of play, known as a chuck-up. And I can't see the clock. And the whistle goes, clock will stop. And Amir, and they're going to have a pony change. They've decided at the 3.5 minutes. So off goes Freddie Bennion on the grey. Mossy Hamilton just behind him in the blue helmet with the white strap. Paddy Self, we've seen that lovely penalty from him. And there goes Jamie Thomas in the blue helmet with the orange stripe underneath it. So, it's going to be end-to-end. 2 plays 1.5 against the British Army on this wonderful Jodhpur Polo Club ground. So impressed with the grounds here and the arrangements by our hosts. A simply great job done by the division and the brigade staff, as well as all those from the 30th Lancers who've been working very hard over the last 2 days to make sure, 30th Cavalry, to make sure that this day runs to plan. And alongside me is Talha, a captain in the 30th Lancers, who will be doing a lot of announcements in between the polo. Talha, it's a pleasure to have you alongside me.
Thank you, the pleasure is all mine.
And Talha is a young captain and he's starting out in his career, and I hope that he catches the polo bug. Get yourself on a horse, Talha.
Yes, very soon whenever I get an opportunity.
Brilliant. So here comes the British Army all together. So there are some very nice looking bay ponies, some darker than others. Paddy Self, Jamie Thomas, Freddie Benyon and Mossy Hamilton. So here we go. They line up after that goal, that excellent goal by Asif Manzoor. And we have Lola Danda and Amir, our umpires, both 4-goal players, very experienced in the game, and are here for the season here at Lahore. So, everybody ready? Paddy Self not quite. Just making sure that tack is right, and because of the weather we are half chuckering the ponies today. That means every 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes we go off and change the ponies to give them a bit of a rest, and that was nicely slipped through by Paddy. Now he's taking it on, and he still takes it on, trying to evade the stick of Sayan Abbasi. Look at the ride-off. Here comes Freddie Benyon. How he slipped away. Now can Freddie go, and he goes for the haymaker, but he didn't quite get it. Lovely bit of work, and it comes off Jamie Thomas's stick, and it's fallen well for Pakistan. That's a great bit of work by Sayan Abbasi. And now here we go. It's Tiwana again. And Ab Nawaz Tiwana, the past president of the President's Bodyguard. Here we go. And Chief, and he's really playing well today. Look at that shot. He's playing off 1 goal. He looks more than that, I can tell you. Super nice guy who's been looking after us with the ponies, and our thanks to the President's Bodyguard for their generosity over the ponies they have given us. And the ball swirling around, looking dangerous again for the British Army. They just need to get a run together, and they've got away with that one. So it's a knock-in at the far end of the ground to the boys in red. Now which way is he going to take it? Paddy Self it is, and he's going to take it straight down the pitch. That's a beautiful bit of work by him. Now they've got to just make it easy. They've got to get it out of trouble. They don't want to fiddle about with it in the middle of the park there. That's danger, 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 as Pakistan thrust again, and the ball bounces out of play. Does it? Very difficult to see from here. Now if it's taken out or comes off a defending player, it's what we call in Polo a safety 60. It goes to the 60-yard line, but the umpires say no, no, it was knocked out by a Pakistan player. So here comes Paddy Self, who takes it across the goal once again, trying to reach Jamie Thomas, who is there, and sticks are raised in the afternoon sun here at Jodhpur, at Lahore, I should say. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a penalty to the British Army from the centre of the ground, and they'll come up. So well played. You've got to push in polo. You've got to know the rules to be safe, and you've got to move. You've got to be alive to this great game, invented here in the subcontinent. The great Khan, Genghis, took it to what is now Iran, but in those days Persia. And when the Mughals came east, they took the game with them into the Himalaya. Paddy Self, a lovely long shot. Now can the brilliant stuff by Freddie Benyon, didn't quite have the accuracy, and he's going to have to try and find the angle now. He does. That's a great shot on just pops it underneath the pony's neck, comes off a pony hoof there, and we've got about 30 seconds left. Freddie Benyon leans out, and whistle goes, whistle goes. Two umpires spotted something there, and unlucky by Benyon. He nearly had it out, and I'm not sure which way that one's going to go, but the two umpires have a chat. Meanwhile, that's the end of the chukker. I'll hand you over to Talha as the bands will pipe up and entertain us, and we'll come back to what the penalty was later on. Oh yeah, good. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed the polo match. Now you shall be listening to the Punjab Ranges Brass Band performing the celebrated musical composition Is Parcham Ke Sai Tale. Ladies and gentlemen, it is pertinent to mention that the original song was written by Kaleem Osmani and sung by Nayyara Noor in the year 1982.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a switch of microphones, and that was a hit from the spot to the Pakistan Army to take it away from the danger area. So the British Army are going to have to work this out. We're only in the second period of play, known as a chukker. Comes from the subcontinent, the word chukker means a period of time. And over the years, since the great Khan Genghis came down from Mongolia to what is now Iran, when the Mughal Empire moved west, or east rather, to down the Great Plains and crossed the Indus, they took a version of the game to the Himalayas. Paddy Self drives a real power. Oof, comes off a pony. That they're going to have to ride the line now, but that people have got to be alive to it. If it comes off a pony now, there's a bit of a charge. That's a beautiful shot by Sayan Abbasi. Sayan Abbasi, he gave that a real knock, and he's on the charge now, but he just scuffs it a little bit. And here comes Paddy Self trying to take them away as Timwana comes through. This is good polo by the Pakistan Army. Brilliant polo. And now the British boys know what they're up against. They're just going to have to sort them out, and it is a goal. And that run there by Pakistan on the ground, they just creep ahead by just one. So well done them, and that was scored by Mohammed Humair Ghazi. Lovely backing up shot, and you see how he hung back there to claim the line of the ball and had a free shot at goal. So the British Army are going to have to talk about this after this period of play, when the bands play once again, and taken away by Jamie Thomas, and now it's Fred Bennion. Fred Bennion takes it out on the far side, this young captain in the Coldstream Guards based at the barracks, Victoria Barracks in Windsor. He's the intelligence officer there, and Paddy Self now will take it round, trying to get round Asif Manzoor, who's a canny pass. A great shot by Paddy Self. My word, that was a brilliant shot. Great goal! Go! We strike back. That was a true, proper shot by Paddy Self right from the flank. He hit that high, he hit that straight, and it went into the goal. 2.5 plays 3. Game on, as they say in polo. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. They'll swap ends again in this, the second period of play, as the excitement builds here for this wonderful tour that we've been hosted. And here he slips away again, Mohammed Humair. He's going on, Ghazi, he's going very nicely indeed, but he's interrupted by Bennion. Lovely shot by, and can they get up there? Can Jamie Thomas get in? And now there's a chance for Moss Hamilton to take it on the near side. Great pickup by the Major in the Irish Guards, who is the Army Polo Secretary. Here comes Paddy Self. Now he's sending an opportunity. And it bounces on the pony. That's the issue with polo. And Paddy just takes it past him. Clever bit of play by him. Now he'll launch it again. There's the shot. That goes like an arrow. Who's going to get up there? Well, back scampers the number 2 for Pakistan Army, Mohammed Humair Ghazi. Great bit of work by him. Lovely shot by Bennion. Oh, this is heating up now. British Army trying to find their range, and it was unlucky by Jamie there. He didn't quite get the backhander in. Normally he nails those, the 2-goaler, and the grey ponies, they slip across the boards, and the ball runs out of play. Great piece of play there by both teams. This is great polo. You won't see better on the ground of Windsor, I can tell you. Very sporting. There's no shouting or swearing. It's fantastic. It is a game that requires skill, it requires bravery, it requires teamwork, it requires just to work together, and you've got to be fit, and it's an ideal game for soldiers. And look at the ride-off by Mossy Hamilton, and there he's done enough work there to disrupt it. Great work over Colonel Sayan Abbasi, and now there's a chance. In comes Freddie Bennion. Hamilton, and they're trying to reach out for it. The pony's playing football with it, and now in goes Thomas, but he didn't get the stick down. And now the number 2, Mohammed Humair Ghazi, and Jamie Thomas tried to hook his stick, which you're allowed to do on the same side of the pony, and he gets him that time. Now, who's backing up? Beautiful backing up by Sayan Abbasi. Oh, look at him go, the 1-goaler. He's soon going to be 2. He's playing like a god out there as they twist and they turn. And now, where's the ball? Where's Paddy Self? That's the man to look for. He'll steady the ship for the Army and get the ball down the other end. And, yeah, he emerges, he waits, and he waits, and he waits, and he waits. He's still waiting, rather like hailing a cab in Lahore. And he finally gets the ball away, and Bennion is on the boards. Bennion challenged by Rab Nawaz Tiwada. And Bennion gave that a real thump, and he's going to have another go here, and he can hit the ball, this lad. He's only no goal, but he's playing like a god today, as off it goes, and it comes off a pony. Here they are, full cavalry charge in the traditional way, which is why this game was invented, to improve. Oh, what a pickup, what a pickup. That was a beautiful bit of work by the number 1, Asif Manzoor. My goodness me, he really nailed that, and now he's on a flyer, he's on a flyer. Can he hear it? He's going to scoop the ball down. It's going to go into the goal. It's gone wide. It's gone wide of the left-hand post. So unlucky for Asif Manzoor. What a wonderful piece of play he did there to get away from Paddy Self. Up the pace. at the first break of the second period to swap their ponies as the team goes off, I hope, together and chats it through. And well done them, as half a goal divides them halfway through the second period of play. Great stuff by both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, this great game grew out of the Himalaya. The British, of course, watched it being played amongst the villages as a form of the game was brought with the Mughals as they swept east across the Punjab. They saw it being played and they thought that it would help the cavalry to be better horsemen, be more brave, be more adept with using a stick instead of a sword, and encourage them to be fit, focused and to play as a team. The game was taken to UK and it was 8 versus 8, just like the villages in the Himalaya. You could play in those days with either hand. And the first game of polo, and what a wonderful sight, by the way, as the British Army come on perfectly in line like troopers of the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment in London. Wonderful. And they played 8 versus 8 on tiny little ponies, left hand and right hand, and it was absolute chaos on what is now runway 1 of Heathrow Airport. The two team captains sat down and said 8 versus 8 is too much and we must only play with the right hand. So they made some rules, and in 1875 the Hurlingham Polo Association was formed and came up with rules of the game. 4 versus 4, right hands only. The rules of right of way over the years has developed this game into an international sport around the world. And cavalry regiments in the British Army were the gods until the Second World War, when all polo ponies were put out to grass and the world fought Germany and Japan. Those areas of the world that hadn't gone to war, in South America in particular, kept going on the go. It's a great shot by Paddy Self. He gave that some air, and it's coming down with ice on it, and he's going to try and get... Oh, well played indeed. That's a beautiful backhander by Rabnawis Tawana. What a wonderful bit of work he did. So the British Army have just got to keep alive. They've got to make sure that they can get the ball away. And well played indeed, Mohammed Humer Ghazi. He got to stick to that. Oh, and somebody's off on the ground. The whistle go, the clock will stop. And Fred Benyon landed on his feet. Well done, Freddie. The great Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in the wartime years, Winston Churchill, who played polo at the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries in the northern plains of the subcontinent, He always said, polo is war without the bloodshed. And how right he was. And it's marvellous that these traditions are kept going in 2023. So Fred Bennion safely reunited with his pony in this second half of the second chukka. We're coming up to half-time and the ball's bowled in, and that's a good bit of work by Asif Manzoor. He was so quick onto that. Now there's an opportunity to stretch that lead once more, but the British are marking. Now they've got to get the ball away, and it was beautifully done. Who's going to be the first to tag? Who's going to be the first to tag? It is Paddy Self who flips it away. Now he'll launch it, but he's hard-ridden. As Freddie Bennion, after that tumble, gets a lovely long lofted shot down the centre of the ground. But Paddy Self picks it up. Jamie Thomas it was who got hold of that. And well done indeed. Gosh, that was a brave stroke by Rab Nawiz Tawana. He got his hand down, and I have the band of the Honourable Artillery Company in front of me, so I'm going to have to get over the bandsman here as looking very fine in their red uniforms, and this is going to be a goal. Surely. Where is the ball? No, it's gone wide of the left-hand post. The Director of Music is looking at me, and the strange thing is the Director of Music of the Honourable Artillery Company, I was his commanding officer in Bovington. He wasn't the Director of Music then. Anyway, it's going to be, is that Chukka? Was that a goal? What happened? Was that a goal? Hang on. Was that a goal? Hang on. Was that a goal? Okay. Yes, 3.5. British Army score that goal. Couldn't see over the top of the very tall Honourable Artillery Band, Company Band, but now they're half a goal behind the Pakistan Army. So in comes Sayin Abbasi, and Paddy Self playing the game of his life today, and he's done a great job, and they're in the way again. You better watch out for your brass instruments, gentlemen. You don't want to get a polo ball down the tuba, because you won't be able to play. Stand back, boys, stand back, just in case, as Freddie Bennion has sticked off it. And a whistle goes, and voices are raised. Polo, war without the bloodshed, as I described, ladies and gentlemen. Bravery, skill, teamwork, and passion. And we're seeing it here. And 3.5 it is to the British Army at half-time. But the skill of Manzoor, Ghazi, Tiwana and Abbasi, we'll see. We'll see. Now this is a moment. It's going to be a penalty to the British Army by the look of it. Can they stretch their lead in the second period of play, I wonder? Let's see. So Paddy Self it is. We know he can hit a ball very, very long way, and a chance for the British Army to slip ahead. Let's see what happens. Don't want to prejudge it. It's what we call a defended penalty, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the Pakistan Army team in the white there are between the goal, but 20 yards, 40 yards I should say, from the hitter. So what Paddy Self has got to do is get the ball either over the top of them or drill it along the ground. But let's see what happens. A bit of hush. Captain Paddy Self of the King's Royal Hussars. Let's see how he goes. This time he didn't quite work, but he's allowed a second shot, but he can't go through it. And well played, Pakistan. They got away. That's a lovely shot by Jamie Thomas. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? And it's cleared away. Beautifully cleared away by Sayan Abbasi. We've got 30 seconds left of the second period of play. Can Pakistan go into the lead again with a run down the far side? I wonder. But a backhander again by Jamie Thomas. But now they're trying to play for time, and that's brilliant piece of play by that. Take it away. Take the ball away in space. Don't let it dangle in front of goal. And that's what they've done, Pakistan. But the ball squirts back again. And I think it's going to be too late. Where's the yard? So there was another chance there, and the ball would have gone in if another day, but the bell had gone. So no score. Ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests, that is half time, and I'm going to hand you over to Talha, who's alongside me here. He must be boiling in his sweater. Talha, it's all yours.
Honorable Artillery Company Regimental Band will be performing a
We're going to have to cut them off. So, ladies and gentlemen, many thanks indeed to the Punjab Rangers band there, the brass band. What a wonderful interlude we had at half-time, and this is anybody's match, by the way. I've seen a lot of matches of polo around the world, and I know which way this one's going to go, and it is a goal to the British Army. They managed to get a stick to it, so it's now 4.5 going into the third, and I'm not sure who got a stick to that, but that's called taking an opportunity when you're in somebody else's half. So, game on in the third period of play, the third chukker. Now, the third period of play is often what I call the psychological third. And the reason for that is that once the teams have worked themselves out, then there is a period of time in the third when the team that's slightly behind will say, come on, we can take this lot. The team that's in the lead psychologically will go, hey, we've done this, we've cracked it. And I've seen it many times where the vital third chukker is so important. So this time the British Army have got to keep going, and somebody's only scuffed it that time. The god with the bright blue helmet didn't quite get that ball away as he should have done, so an opportunity missed there. Here comes Freddie Benyon. What's he going to do with it? And he's fiddling around with it as Mohammed Humar Ghazi takes the opportunity to slip one through, and this could be an immediate score. And there's the backhander. Where is it? Did he get hold of it? And it's still there. Watch for the flag. Now, it's taken away. Now, can they get it away, the British Army? They're skipping and dancing amongst the white coats of the Pakistan Army team, and there is going to be a decision made by the two umpires who are doing a great job, Amir from Iran and Lal Adanda from Argentina, and there was a foul there, so it's going to come up to the centre line, the middle of the ground. So a bit of a let off there for the British Army. I have to say they were lucky to get that penalty, and now they're just going to have to make use of coming up to the middle. So up will go Benyon, up will go Thomas. Self waits because we're waiting for Sayan Abbasi to come back in. Had a good game, this Army Aviation specialist, playing off one goal. He plays better than that. So here we go, Paddy Self. What can he do? Oh my goodness gracious me, he gave that a huge thump as Mossy Hamilton tries to take it down and goes for the next shot. Now it's Freddie Benyon, he scuffs it. Now that's a missed opportunity. They were going so fast they couldn't quite get hold of it. Here comes Paddy Self, and the whistle goes, and I know which way that one's going to go. And great shot by Paddy Self. He's seeing the ball as large as a football, and he gave it an almighty thump. It's a shame that Mossy Hamilton and Freddie Benyon couldn't get the next shot in. The opportunity, but the umpire's very clear what happened there. And it's going to be a spot or 30. It is from the spot, i.e. that's where the penalty took place, and the attacking team who awarded the penalty are given a choice. So Paddy Self teeing up the ball. An opportunity for the British Army to go further ahead. 4.5 plays 3. So off he goes, takes his circle, and the reason he does that is to get the pony on the correct leg. So you can see the off 4 is leading. That means he's balanced. Let's see how he gets on. Paddy Self clips it. What a wonderful shot, and it's bounded right through to the stables on the other side of the willow. What a shot by him. Cool as a cucumber. Smacks the ball, and it's 5.5 playing 3. Now, we're coming to a critical moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens here. I am sure that Mohammed Humar Ghazi, Arab Nawaz Tiwana, Sayan Abbasi and Asif Manzur will have a few words to say about that. They've been very unlucky in this chukker. umpire get out of the way as they say. They couldn't quite get the near-sider in. The near-sider means that you're taking it on the left-hand side of the pony, and they're all twisting, turning, thumping each other, and it's going to get tough now. The team to wake, and that's a great shot by Asif Manzoor, steadying the ship. Picked up on the now, beautiful shot by Mohammed Humayar Ghazi, and he really did that well on the near side, and he's still there. Look at the pony dancing either side of the boards. They're so good, these ponies. They're so good. In comes Mossy Hamilton, tries to dig it out to try and get the ball back. So there's a bit of a melee. They've got to be careful, both teams now, as Asif goes up. Well, you watch. The ball will come out. And here he is, Mohammed Humayar Ghazi, still on the case, as they're all dancing with each other, as somehow the whistle goes. Jamie Thomas sensing an opportunity. Has it gone his way? No, it hasn't. The temptation to come in on the ball, too much. And it's going to be a chance for the Pakistan Army to get a go back. And Lul Adanda in the red hat, the umpire very clear about that, and so is Amir. So it's back behind the line, and it's an undefended penalty this time. And you can see the difference. The British Army team have to be well clear of the goal. They're not allowed to move, and it's an opportunity for a free shot at goal from the 30-yard line. And it's going to be Lieutenant Colonel Sayan Abbasi of Army Aviation here in Lahore. And again, you can see he comes around, beautifully balanced pony, and getting it on the correct leg as he comes up to address this opportunity to get a goal back. I really like the way he's done that, but he's put it wide. Oh, dear, 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 dear. An opportunity missed for the Pakistan Army there, and poor Sayan Abbasi will not be happy about that. And it happens in polo, even the best players can miscue a shot. Here comes Paddy Self again, drills a real daisy colour, as they say in Australia. Gets it down as Thomas takes it on. It's still there for Thomas. And look at the skill by Mohammed Humayar Ghazi to turn that pony. So they're not done yet by that. That's a great shot by him. And it's going to find the stick of Rabnawiz Tawana. But he's battling it out. And the whistle goes once again. It always gets tense in the third. This is a bit of a battle here. And it's going to be very interesting to see which team. It's very difficult to see as a commentator exactly what happened there. But it is a break. So the ponies will be changed, and is that a goal taken, I wonder? I don't know. We're just waiting. The umpires will indicate, and British Army boys go off and change their ponies, but 2-3 of the Pakistan Army team remain on the field, deciding not to change their ponies, but giving them a break. Ladies and gentlemen, it is normal in warmer climes to break at the 3.5 minute point of each chukka to enable these wonderful ponies to have a bit of a rest. They are incredible beasts, and they love the game. But look at the pony standing so still for Asif Manzoor with its ears pricked. And that pony entirely comfortable with Asif despite sticks and balls flying all over the place. And looks to me as if it's going to go the British Army's way, a hit from the spot by the look of it, but we'll see. And British Army boys all very close together. Back come Pakistan. Sayan Abbasi at the back here. In the middle is Tiwana. And where's Mohammed, who's battling hard, so it's Paddy Self once again on the grey. Look at the where Jamie Thomas goes on the other grey. There's the passing shot, and he drills it down, and that's going to be perfect for Thomas. But well done indeed, Mohammed Humair Ghazi, but it's still picked up, just comes off a pony. Here comes Freddie Benin in front of us here, and brilliant bit of work by Mohammed Humair, and they all charge in. They're trying to get it. Here he comes again. Paddy Self takes it back. Now he takes it round, and he's going to deliver it up the ground. So 3.5 minutes, but look at, that's brilliant bit of work. And that's Deacon, launches the ball, he's outwitted Noah Stiwana there, but it's no match for Sayan Abassi, who picks it up on the near side. Great bit of play by Sayan Abassi, takes it across and stems the army charge. But again, Jamie Thomas now flips it out on the grey. Here he goes, Jamie Thomas, 2 goals with the grey pony there. He's going to go for goal, but he's sticked off it. Now who's following up by the British Army, and who's going to turn them round? Let's have a look. Oh, it's Paddy Self again. He's on the charge here on the grey, and he's still on the case here. Paddy Self coming down. Paddy Self. Can he get the next shot? There he goes. Watch for the flag. Where is it? Where is the goal? Goal. As British Army put pedal to metal this time. So I think that was Freddie Benyon who got a stick to that one, and he just happened to be in the right position at the right time. So it's 6.5, playing 3. Pakistan Army not done yet. We haven't got much longer in the third period of play, but these boys, they trained hard in the last 2 days, thanks to the generosity of the President's bodyguard and their chief, Ayiz, and it's Paddy Self once again with a backhander. Didn't get it that time, and it just bounced off the Cease pony, and that's an opportunity. So now there's trouble, and it's going to go against the British Army boys, I think, and pony's going to go off and get changed. Was that Chucker? Was that the bell? I can't see the clock. So it's going to be a penalty, 1 minute 52 seconds left, so a real chance now for Pakistan to get back on terms. 6.5 plays 3, and that foul on the far side, pressure, and that was well done by the Pakistan Army to force that penalty. So here comes Jamie Thomas on the grey, this young subaltern in the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment. His parent regiment is the Blues and Royals. Until September, he was on a United Nations deployment with his regiment, and he didn't play any polo at all last summer, and he's back in action now, having toured in Egypt in September. So again, it is an undefended penalty, and it is Sayan Abassi to have a crack. Sayan leans down, and that's going to be no mistake. Great goal. Sayan Abassi gets a goal back for Pakistan. Going to level the playing field a bit. The British boys now will have to be aware that they've just got to be careful, and Pakistan will be scenting opportunity. So 4 plays 6.5 in this match. We have another match tomorrow. Let's see how this one turns out. So they line up, they swap ends again, and we'll have another burst of music from the Honourable Artillery Company Band when this chukker comes to an end. I can't quite see the clock, but how long have we got? 1 minute 20 seconds. So they're just tuning up, and I thought they were going to play for a moment, but no, it's Paddy Self who's coming through. Paddy Self on the grey, and that's a great near side backhander. Oh, brilliant bit of work by Mohammed Humair Ghazi, and here comes Asif. Asif looks behind him. Here comes Mossy Hamilton, and poor Asif could hear him coming down. Look at that pony twist and turn, Cyan Abassi, and that's beautifully great hands by the aviation officer there, and ponies need great hands. Look at the way that Self just bumped him out of the way. That's a brilliant bit of play. So you take the ride off first, bump them out, and here comes Moss Hamilton. Hamilton with the shot, lovely shot by Mossy Hamilton, the Irish Guards, and look at the ride off. Paddy Self told to leave it by Moss Hamilton. Hamilton coming charging down. He's put it slightly wide, picks it up on the near side. Great run by the Major as he takes it round. He was in the King's Guard at the coronation, and he's had a very busy summer, and Paddy Self scenting an opportunity here as he takes it through. Paddy Self measures it and drives for goal, and it's a great goal by Paddy Self. That's his fourth today, and my word, he had all the time in the world, but it was made by Moss Hamilton, who jumped onto the ball in front of me here and took it down and on the near side, and then Paddy Self, the executioner par excellence. And now it is Chukka, and I'll hand over to Talha once again.
Artillery company Regimental Band will now be performing Celtic Capers, arranged by the Canadian Group Miller. There is a clock right now, like 7:30 on an hour.
Oh, it's that one there, not this one here. Okay, thank you. But the other one's not working, is it? Oh, you got...
Actually, the final rain is going to be over there.
Yeah, I know that. I know. Yeah. It's no problem. Are you enjoying it? And then we're working well together? Really? What, Abassi? Oh, Ghazi. He's a good player. I mean, the British have been lucky. My team have been lucky. They're warming up and they're beginning to play, and they're coached by a great friend of mine who can't be here with us, and I coach them as well. So I've been coached for the last 2 days with Paddy Self, the guy in the bright blue helmet. Very fine. Yeah, and he's a very fine player. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a great rendition of a medley of songs put together by their director of music, the Honourable Artillery Company Band, in fine form to set the scene here on this warm Saturday afternoon as we come to the fourth and final period of play. The lead we can see on the far side. Let's see. We're not done here yet by any stretch of the imagination. But let's call the game, enjoy the spectacle of war without the bloodshed, between these two armies who have such great links over history and time, and also the present time. Paddy Self waits and drives another long ball up to try and find his number 2. And number 1 is Mossy Hamilton. Now it's Freddie Bennion who's finally finding his range. My goodness me! He gave that a thump, but it's gone wide of the right-hand post. And he's beginning to find his range, is Freddie Bennion, this captain in the Coldstream Guards, the intelligence officer for his battalion, based at Victoria Barracks, just outside Windsor Castle. So now there's a chance for Pakistan to get on a run, and it's that Lieutenant Colonel Sayan Abbasi on the far side who gets the ball down in the multicoloured helmet, but he scuffed it. And now there's a chance, and that's beautifully picked up by Moss Hamilton. Moss Hamilton, a major in the Irish Guards. He was on the birthday parade and also at the coronation, and Mossy Hamilton, number 1, was just in the right position. The Irish Guardsman finds the flags, and well played, the British Army. A stroke of luck, one senses, that the ball just happened to bounce off another player, but it's a goal nonetheless. 8.5 plays 4 in the 4th and final period of play. So Pakistan not done yet. Asif Mansour, Mohammed Khumer Ghazi, and Arab Nawaz Tiwana and Sayan Abbasi will take off on a run here. And here he is, Sayan Abbasi, who's had a great game, by the way. And he looks over his shoulder. And now he's going to try and turn the ball in, shadowed by Mohammed Khumer. And now it's Asif who picks it up. Asif Mansour in the green, and Freddie Bennion finding his range on the backhand as well. And here comes Jamie Thomas. Oh, and he scuffs it out of play, and he almost gallops into my position here. So back out now. The rules are there used to be a throw-in, no longer. The ball goes in to 5 meters, and then the clock is still running, and it's put down. There it goes, and it is Mohammed Khumer Ghazi who will now take it across. And what's he going to do? As across comes Bennion. But he's, oh, look at the ride-off by Freddie Bennion, but Khumer, brilliant bit of work by Khumer Ghazi. And now there's a bit of a flurryment in front of the park, and they're like flies around a honey pot. Now, who's going to be the first to break? Could this be a goal for Pakistan? I think it might be. The British Army will be desperate to keep it out, but Paddy Self says, yeah, I can take it, and he'll go on one of his runs again, and he'll pick it up on he'll leave it. That's beautiful play. Bennion finds the middle of his stick, but pumps it out. No, it's still in play. And that was a great bit of work by the young Coldstream Guardsman, and he smacked the ball down. And now Pakistan will have to reply. They were unlucky with that attack. It is Asif Mansour on the far side, and now Mohammed Khumer Ghazi who takes the ball down. And look at the ride-off by the British Army. It's called about that, but he's taking off now. Look at that pony go. Look at it. It's wonderful stuff. As he feel well ridden by Bennion, but oh, it's good stuff from Mohammed Khumer. Can he go all the way to goal? And it's Asif who tries to pick it up on the near side, and now it's Sayan Abbasi. And back there, and it's going to creep across the goal. There it is, an opportunity, great goal. Pakistan get one back, as I predicted they would. Great bit of teamwork there by them. Not sure who got their stick to it, but they're back in the fight. Time is tight. The mountain is steep, but it's less than it was. 5 plays, 8.5. Can they come back further? I wonder. I'm sure they can. There's the half chucker. So they'll change their ponies. And ladies and gentlemen, show your support for both teams. I want to hear your voices. The British Army going off together. And you notice that 2 Pakistan players remain, as does Jamie Thomas. Their pony's all right, so the remaining 3 will go off to change their ponies at the chucker halfway point. 5 plays 8.5. I wonder. So, ladies and gentlemen, after this, as Talha will explain after the match, there will be an exhibition of tent pegging. And tent pegging, another greatly useful cavalry activity. And the team comes from the Punjab Rangers. Inspector Salim Rahman, SI Rehat Nadia, Naik Farooq Ahmed, and Sepoy, I should say, Mohammed Itashana will be performing the tent pegging in front of us here once the match is over. So the umpires whistle. Our thanks to our two umpires, Amir, who is a 4-goal player. He hails from Iran. And in the red hat, Lul Adanda, another 4-goal player. And they blow their whistle to get the teams back onto the field after that goal by Pakistan. 5 plays, 8.5. 3.5 minutes left. What can we see now? Great display by both teams. Paddy Self takes it on. Just strokes it so nicely. Look at that shot. Wow, what a shot. But it's not going to go into the goal. As racing back is Lieutenant Colonel Sayan Abbasi. He'll try and get it round. Scuffs it a little bit as Tiwana takes it on. Nice shot by Tiwana there. As Rab Nawaz Tawana gets his stick to the ball, and here comes Asif on the charge. Give him a tear. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, get behind him. Asif Manzoor. Oh, what a shot! Shot of the day by Asif Manzoor. Can he find another flag here and get the flag flying for Pakistan? I'm sure he can. Oh, wow, he's put it wide. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Poor Asif, he had such a to get the ball away. These things happen in polo. Lovely run by Asif though, Manzoor. Super guy, very friendly. We've seen a lot of him in the last 2 days. And boy, have we been very well looked after by everyone here. We've been so well hosted by the Pakistan Army from headquarters, the brigade, the 30th Lancers, and everyone who's made our visit so enjoyable. Thank you. And now Paddy Self is going to clear it out across the ground. And he's going to be tackled. He's going to take it on the near side. And that's a great shot by Paddy Self under huge pressure. That's the way to do it. In defence, take it wide. Jamie Thomas skips over the boards. His pony saying, I don't want to be off the pitch, I want to be on it. But he still gets it through. So now he's going to try and get it away. And he launches a lovely ball up there, and he's still on the charge here. Here comes Asif. Asif managed to get a tickle to it. Here comes that lovely run. Big pick up by Mossy Hamilton, the Irish guardsman, as he arms akimbo as he goes down towards the top-notch restaurant on the far side of the ground. 5 plays, 8.5. Can Sayan Abbasi get another goal now on a bit of a run? But the whistle did go. The two umpires, Amir and Lul, look at each other and they go, oh. And was there an injury there? I don't think so. You've got to be brave to play this game. You've got to have skill. You've got to be fit. And you've got to have teamwork. And you've got to have determination to stick with it. That's why this great game was made by soldiers from the Great Khan to the Mughals, right through to the subcontinent, and then onwards around the world. You've got to be fit. Look at that, takes it away, he does, Sayan Abbasi. You've got to take it on. Well done, Mohammed Humer. And now it's still Mohammed who takes it round, shadowed by Fred Benyon. Taken on by Sayan Abbasi as he tries to turn the corner down on the far side, but the sands of time beginning to drain away. 1 minute 18 seconds left of this fourth and final period of play for match 1 of the polo meet between the Pakistan Army and the British Army. Less than a minute, and no, it's clock ticking on the far side. So ball runs out of play, and here comes Paddy Self. He lifts another tremendous, stupendous ball and smacks it down the field but it's returned with interest by Sayan Abbasi. Lovely near side backhand shot. Probably one of the most difficult shots in polo to pull off. But there goes the ball again from Paddy South. He's got an eye like a hawk. Here comes Benyon. Oh, what another shot by Benyon. The ball just creaming away up into the sky against the wood there. And it goes to the far side. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Chukka Bell. And there is victory in match 1 for the British Army and Pakistan polo meet here in Lahore. Match 1 goes to the British Army by 8.5 goals to 5. And ladies and gentlemen, the teams will... Ladies and gentlemen, if we can, I want you to show your appreciation to both teams for a very open and lovely game of polo. There was no shouting, there was no unpleasantness. No, we can't do that. I've got to say goodbye to the teams. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we listen to the Punjab band, the Rangers band. Okay. They weren't anywhere near me. Say, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Punjab Rangers on the tent pegging here. We have on the left Salim Rahman, and he's an inspector. And then we have S.I. Ramat Nadia, Naik Farouk Ahmed, and Sepoy Mohammed Itasham, ladies and gentlemen. Now, tent pegging was a vital part, not only like polo, but the use of the lance was a subcontinent speciality. And to train them, they used to do tent pegging. The ability to be able to move as a body with accuracy, with a spear, to take out the enemy was paramount. And tent pegging was the ideal practice for the troopers and sawars of all cavalry regiments in the subcontinent. Here we go. You can see they took down and couldn't quite get hold of it this time. So, let's see. Who is next? I can't see them behind the band of the Punjab Rangers, but let's see. So they're going to come again, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see the ladies giving it a go. Tent pegging requires skill. It's also, at some events, you will see what we call the sword. And the sword is used to simulate those who have not only lances, but also have a sword. And sometimes when you've lost your lance, as the last runner did there, you have to be able to draw your sword and also attack the enemy, which is why this tent pegging for all cavalry regiments, all mounted units, was such an important part of their training. Thus, over the years, clearly no army uses the lance or the sword anymore. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, and very finely dressed they are too. The Punjab Rangers coming down, and he takes and well done! He strikes straight through the middle with his lance. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is not an easy undertaking. You have got to come full speed down. You've got to be able to understand how the hand uses the lance so it doesn't take you straight off the horse. And away we go. So you can see the instructor here. Here is the lady. Here she comes. Oh, and she didn't quite get hold of it this time. And you can see the chief here. He has two flags, red and green. And what he does is that when they're ready to go, he will. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the tent pegging for now, and we'll get back to the entertainment, and I'll hand you over to Talha once again. But remember, tent pegging, such an important part of horsemanship, bravery, skill, just like the polo once was. Talha, they're all yours.